Castaneda with Mcscgreenwheels. Ta-da! And we're here at home working on our harness to our 1993 GT that we call Staff Sergeant Reckless. You guys have been seeing us that we installed already the bigger part of the harness to the car, and one of the things that we're doing right now is just kind of hiding as much as we can as far as the wiring, the piping, and tubing, whatever all that stuff is going to require. Just trying to hide it, making it look nice and neat. One of the things that we saw when we got to the front of it, our headlight harness, and a lot of those connectors and a lot of the stuff there, what happens is, the 9004 bulbs get really hot, and what ends up doing is it ends up burning the connections and inside the contacts and all that good stuff. So we decided, since we're already here, since we've already have the car here, and since we're doing all this anyways, like paint the inside frame of a dashboard, which who does that? We do that. So we might as well decided to go ahead and replace some of these connectors. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to do this, so, but here's a very short video that we're gonna show you guys, just a cut and a couple of materials that we're gonna use. Use whatever you guys wanna do. This is just the way that we're doing it. This is the way that I feel comfortable doing it. So if I'm wrong, let me know. So we already took apart the harness. And as you guys seen, that we've already installed it onto the car, to Staff Sergeant Reckless. So this right here is our headlight harness. Come on. And it's this back here, this connector will be mended back to running to the inside of the car. So it'll be going back inside to the proper fusings and then proper power. So now we come further this way, and we have all our light sockets, and this car, as you know, the GT has fog lights. So we've had some trouble. We're having some trouble locating these. So if you guys know where to find them, let us know. This one's, yeah, it looks like crap. So we're gonna try and fix that up, but we'll see what we can do for it right now, because what we want to do is start this car. So we have our headlight socket, which, as you could tell, it's already been broken. Most of the time it just dry, these break off, and then what happens, it ends up wiggling inside the bulb, and then it starts arcing and this melts. So we have to replace that. The other one we have here, as you guys can see, it's our parking light / turn signal, and yeah, this seen some road days. And as you can see in there, that green color is not natural, that is corrosion. So again, it may not happen all the time, but it's just a little bit of a indication that you're gonna have some light failure sooner or later, which will end up shorting out or blinkering on or off, which initially ends up arcing on the inside, melting the plastic, and this just becomes junk. The other one that we have is they call this the side marker light. Now, pretty fair and simple. A lot of these you can pick up at your local AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Pep Boys, whoever. It holds the 194 bulb, which is a little tiny guy like so. All right, no big deal. We pick these up. Like I said, you can pick these up at any AutoZone. If you're lucky enough, they may have this one, and of course, they probably will have this one. So this guy, you may have to order around and look around for it, because it's Ford, of course. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and change them all out. So we have 2 of these for the parking / turn signals. We have 2 headlight connectors, and we have 2 side markers. We're gonna go ahead and cut them up. I've already placed the new loom on there, but I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. And before I tape it all in, we're gonna splice in the new ones. A couple of things that you need. Some pliers, some cutting pliers, like so. These peel the wire back, just enough. You could adjust to the top. I have these, are fancy. Actually, I just got tired of using my teeth. These right here, your little butt connectors and crimpers, and this style has the heat shrink at the end. So once you heat it up, it wraps around the wire. And of course, these come in various sizes depending on what you need. These do not have the heat shrink at the end, and again, 2 different sizes. So for those, if we go that route, or if you do go that route, you can buy these little kits. Well, obviously more heat shrink in it than this, but you get the idea. and they all have different sizes. And again, you can buy these at your local AutoZone store, O'Reilly's, Home Depot, etc. So what we're gonna do right now, we're just start cutting away and start replacing these things, because as you can tell, it's trash. Let's do that. You don't have to go all the way down. I'm not gonna go all the way down. I'm just gonna cut enough. Oh, and by the way, these are our new connectors. So that's our parking light. And as you guys can tell, that's from Dorman. You can go to dorman.com. We got these from LMR. Yeah, we can already hear it. You know, it's expensive. And of course, for more of our Chinese Mustang. And these are our side markers, parking, turn signal, and of course our headlight. These are $9.99 a piece on LMR. These are also $9.99 a piece, and these are $14.99 a piece. Comes to about a total of about 70 bucks, and with shipping and handling, $1,000. Now, I personally, maybe it's just because I'm old school, I never really have liked using any of the connectors. I usually go wire to wire tape, but since I have the heat shrink, I'm gonna go the heat shrink route. It looks a little neater, doesn't come apart, may rip, but it's okay. We'll take care of that when we get to that bridge. So all I'm really gonna do is just measure out how much I want out of it. I don't want it to be grossly much longer, and I mean, it's aftermarket stuff. It's not gonna look original, but as long as it works and it fits in the right place, we're gonna have to run with it. At least that's what LMR tells us that this is for Ford. So yeah, what I usually do, I just kind of want to measure out. I kind of want to cut right there. I don't always cut them equal to length. I cut either one lower than the other. So when I do splice them together, and there may be a little guy hanging out, they don't touch, cause a short, and you know, you come back and just check on that anyways. But yeah, I just don't ever put them together. I don't cut them right with each other, so I kind of offset. For what I'm gonna do right now, cut my length. I'll cut that one shorter. It's all right. Then, yeah, this little fancy tool. Put under how much you need. Pow. Now I can go a little more if I want, and that's just a preference. Let me get my... It's a good thing I bought this box, so this is what it's supposed to look like. Not that... I think I have a lighter around here somewhere. I'll look for it in a minute. This
So what is that?
this new loom we got, man. It's actually, you know, it's cooler. It's just for me, you know what I mean. But I have some big ass hands and fingers, so.
Compared to the old one, is there?
You know, compared to the old loom, like I mean, we've all seen old loom. We know that big, you know. It looks like corrugated tube loom, and you know it does its job. It holds the wire in place and makes stuff look neater. But this stuff right here, man, I mean, look at it. It just looks fancier, you know. And not only that, I mean, it moves better. It stretches out and doesn't. I have yet to see it like crinkle up and break like that other loom does. But this stuff works a heck of a lot better. We picked this up on eBay. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was about 14 bucks for 25 feet of it. This is 1/4-inch loom. We also picked up some 3/8, and we have some 3/4 that I'm pretty sure you guys see that we've been we're installing into our car. And basically, that's the new way. That's the way we're gonna do it. So now, until we get the fog light, we will leave him open and then get to him. So let's get to this guy now. Per the instructions on, but I mean, I don't read instructions anyway, so we all know that. But per the instructions, what they tell you to do is just kind of mimic both connectors. Make sure they're going on. If you notice, it's outside and the one on the bottom just drops. Just mimic the wires. That's what it says, because there is no difference in color here. It's just 3 black wires, and you have red, green, and black here. So set it up right with your clip to the top, and go ahead and cut up and put it together. So I'm gonna do that. And again, I'm gonna cut mine in 3 different places so as to not to have the ends right next to each other, because what happens, not only do I have 4 little balls in here or 3 little balls meeting each other of metal that carry current, you know, it makes it thick on the loom. At least you'll have one here, one up here, and one up here, you know, kind of spaces it out, keeps the consistency kind of thin. So yeah, that's just me. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. You tell me. I'm always doing something wrong anyways. You guys can go as low as you want. I'm going as low as I want. And I'm also gonna go as high as I want to, so. Let me see, I'm just battling this thing now, all right. Actually, it's too much. Whatever, oops. You could tell the difference in cable, man. This cable in here just feels like 1979 cable. I'm about to meet this Taiwan cable. Oops. That down here somewhere. It's gonna be here anyways. So. So once I finish this one up, I'm just gonna go ahead and light up my heat gun and use that instead. I got the lighter down here just because I couldn't find the heat gun at the moment. But now I see it. That's basically how it's gonna go. We'll go for the middle one now. Okay. Oh, I'm getting tired already, eh? Or snap on where you need them. And you could really, like this cable, you could if you have soft fingertips, you're not gonna like to do this. It's a good thing I chew mine off. I'll go ahead and move to the next one. I'm just gonna go a little higher. That connector is trash. Guess I got him tired already. There we go. Time to get my heat gun. If it does pull, it kind of knots to itself. So I turn one in the one direction, I turn the other direction. So yeah, just gonna shorten it up a bit. Continue. Okay, now he's being difficult. Let's be all this fine rubber. I'm just gonna box off the. Yeah. So I lied, but we'll just go ahead and do it like this because I think I loaned out my heat gun to somebody. Name undetermined. There we go. You just want to make sure it tightens up. You'll see it start to tighten up. You don't want to cook it because then you ruined it. And then you're going to have to start all over again. So I'm going to do that. Like I said, you can use a blow dryer too. Works just as good. Open flame, not so much. But if you know what you're doing, if you're cooking up with it, that's the end result of it. So what we'll do, I'm gonna put the loom on this guy. Is this right there? Go ahead and put our fancy loom back on here. Come on, fancy loom. Play it. All right. Okay, there we go. It's not shaping up like I want it to. Hold on. It's been difficult, but let's get in there. Tell you, man, pros and cons of having these size hands. One of the cons is that your patience gets tested because you can't grab it too well. There we go. All right. He's still playing with me down here. All right. Put some more in there. More up here. I'll cut that little piece off right here. And then all I'll do is add a little piece of tape here, ready to rock and roll. One more to go. Well, a couple more to go. Okay. So I'm just kind of fixing this up. I'm following the connections is how it's telling me in the thing. So what we're gonna do, I'm just measuring them out. And again, I do my 3 different size connections. So I'm gonna do my 3 different size cuts. And we're gonna start right off with the outside one. So now all our connections are complete. Our sockets on. We'll go back to our loom. Come on, guy. It's going in there. It's getting there. Good spacing on the top. Make sure all the wires are in there. Make sure the loom is sitting in there right, because it's. I'll make sure. I know we're getting a little too. All right. And there you have it. 3 brand new sockets. Your headlight, your side marker, your parking / turn signal. This is for the front. Now to finish up the rest. Alright, as you guys see, man, we went ahead and changed out all our little sockets here for our bulbs, our headlights, our parking, and our side markers. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and tape it up, put on the new loom, but we still got to thin out some more of this ignition stuff that we got to get rid of that we don't need in our Foxbody or in our Coyote setup. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Guys, I want to thank everybody on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. And if you know anybody that can benefit from watching this, send them the link. Put them to our channel. If you know anybody that can benefit from putting in a heater box the way we did, and you know what, guys, if I did something wrong, let me know. Give us a comment, give us a like or a dislike. I don't want those though. But thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. And please, if you guys are looking for a Mustang, go to our Facebook page at MCSC Facebook, MCSC Greenwheels on Facebook, and you can probably find some for a decent price. Do your homework, your due diligence, go through it, get yourself a Mustang. See you guys soon.